Charles Hoskinson just called out Vitalik Buterin in a big way. This isn't the first time either. Charles' comments are just the latest in a long line of subtle jabs at the Ethereum co-founder. You see, Charles left Ethereum and started Cardano because of some disagreements. However, Vitalik continued to push Ethereum forward despite the many obstacles Charles says that they have. Now, does that mean that both chains won't survive in their own way? Of course not. In this video, I'm going to break down the differences between Ethereum and Cardano and why I feel like both of them are primed to absolutely take off this bull run. And make sure to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be spilling all the tea behind the Charles and Vitalik rivalry. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Coin Zone, where we discuss the hidden truths behind crypto and money. I'm your host, Crypto with Paul. Ethereum and Cardano are prominent blockchains that offer unique features and great tech. Both platforms are powerhouses in the crypto world designed to support smart contracts and decentralized applications. Ethereum came first and was officially launched on July 30th in 2015. Charles Hoskinson worked at Ethereum up until 2014 when he decided to part ways because of some fundamental disagreements on the direction of Ethereum. This split led Hoskinson to officially found Cardano, which launched in September of 2017. Cardano is a blockchain that emphasizes academic rigor, security, and decentralization through its proof-of-stake Ouroboros protocol. As an ADA holder and investor myself, it is very easy for me to use Cardano's native liquid staking platform. I don't have to lock up any of my Cardano and I can pull it out whenever I want. Ethereum, on the other hand, transitioned to proof of stake years later, sparking the debate which platform is more decentralized and more efficient. Now, with big competition like this, tensions have obviously flared before, like in 2023 when Charles Hoskinson said that Ethereum 3.0 will have it all figured out, basically criticizing Vitalik for not crediting Cardano's native staking platform. Vitalik has also sent some shots Charles' way in the past before as well, basically saying that their academic rigor and slow and steady approach is not fast enough. But don't get it twisted, guys. Despite the rivalry, there is definitely mutual respect between the two. Like a couple years back when Ethereum 2.0 was launching and Charles reached out to Vitalik to say congratulations. Look, at the end of the day, guys, competition like this just drives innovation. And I think we can all agree that this competition between Vitalik and Charles and Ethereum and Cardano has contributed to making two really compelling blockchains. And it is my belief that both Ethereum and Cardano will have their time in the sun and will both have bright futures, but for many different reasons. So far this year, Ethereum has cemented their dominance in the stablecoin market. Fueled by the Genius Act passed in July, which gave a really clear regulatory framework, basically now stablecoin issuers are treated like banks. Over 50% of global stablecoins reaching over $140 billion are built on Ethereum. This is including giants like Tether and USDC, while JP Morgan and BNY Mellon are also deciding to build on Ethereum. The Petra upgrade on Ethereum cut fees by over 35% and boosted transaction speeds. This made Ethereum the go-to platform for DeFi. Ethereum is currently leading the revolution of decentralized finance, and it is the biggest layer 1 chain, second biggest in market cap, right behind Bitcoin. Cardano, on the other hand, is surging with its own upgrades and its own user activity skyrocketing, being one of the top performers in the top 10 to 15 of this year alone. The Chang hard fork officially decentralized governance on Cardano and opened up a treasury with over $1 billion in it. The Bitcoin DeFi integration allows for Cardano smart contracts to be run on Bitcoin. This unlocks many new use cases for Bitcoiners like yielding, lending, borrowing, and more. There's over 1,000 dApps, an African microfinance partnership, and a TVL that is really driving home growth. Institutional interest is also spiking now. We have Grayscale filing for an ADA ETF. Whales are accumulating more than 200 million ADA at a clip. These are all massive steps forward to cementing Cardano's dominance in the blockchain space. Now, because of these different but unique features, both Cardano and Ethereum are top blue chip cryptos that seemingly are here to stay. That still doesn't mean that they have to stop improving though. Let's break down all the areas in which Ethereum and Cardano lack, how they differ, and how they plan on overcoming those obstacles. Ethereum and Cardano differ because of their technical architecture, their consensus mechanism, and their focus on their ecosystems. Ethereum upgraded to proof of stake in 2022, but it still struggles with high gas fees and more. During times of high network congestion, Ethereum struggles with its scalability, which basically forces layer 2s to come in and fix the problem. However, Cardano employs a layered architecture. There's the settlement layer and the computation layer. Cardano's Ouroboros proof of stake protocol emphasizes scalability, interoperability, and security. They do this via a research-driven approach. However, they are still much smaller than the Ethereum ecosystem. This is where the criticism comes in. If Cardano wants to compete with Ethereum, then they need faster adoption. Ethereum's complexity in implementing upgrades could really slow down the process. However, with Cardano, the slow and steady pace that they're at could basically make them miss market opportunities. Both of them also face competition from faster and cheaper blockchains, with Ethereum needing to streamline costs and Cardano needing a bigger ecosystem adoption. As we wrap up here, it is clear that both Ethereum and Cardano offer unique things and are pushing the boundaries when it comes to what blockchain tech can offer. Ethereum needs to figure out their gas fees and scalability, while Cardano needs to figure out how to get more users on its platform. Either way, I'm curious to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments what coin you're looking at specifically. Do you think Ethereum is going to be a better long-term pick than Cardano? Is Cardano truly a ghost chain? And also, while you're here in the comments, just make sure to hit that subscribe button for me as well, guys. We do videos like this all the time, so don't miss out. Once again, you're watching the Coin Zone, powered by Liquid Loans. I'm your host, Paul Matt. I'll see you in the next video.